everybody, and welcome. You just tuned in to another episode of Real Laughs on 104.1. That voice you're hearing is your host, Mr. James John, and I am feeling pretty damn good today. Thank you, Vodka. Also, we are joined in our homes, aka our studios. We have Mike Hurley from the Obligatory Podcast.
Hey, man, good to see you.
Always good to be seen, brother. And we also have my partner in crime, Mr. Miguel Cologne Jr.
One of my lights went out. That's why it's a little dark. Like I'm looking like I watch on YouTube, I look like I'm in like a Law and Order interrogation room.
You do.
One of the bulbs went out, and I was like, man, do I want to run and go get one, or do I just want to apologize? So I'm just apologizing.
Got it. I keep waiting to hear the dong dong.
Boom, 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 boom.
Does Dick
comes in?
Does he still make shows, Dick Wolf? You just keep making Law and Orders? Like, they keep making them up now. It's
what would be your Law and Order spinoff, James? Your Law
it would be spinoff. Law and Girl Scouts. Like
Law and Girl Scouts. Mine would be Law and Order theme park cops. They're just sitting there like, listen, we're gonna find the guy who's been peeing in the roller coaster, and they're like, you're not getting a warrant for that, O'Grady.
There's always still
a theme park cop, and he died with a gun in his mouth. It ain't gonna be
even though it's a theme park, they still have the guy that's moving crates from the truck to the street.
Yeah.
For no reason.
That's my favorite guy. It's like it's a murder investigation, but these apples gotta get somewhere.
Law and Order, Mall Cops, starring Marcus.
Yeah. The Mall Cops edition.
I always loved how it would start off by saying the characters and situations in this show are totally unrelated to any character or situation. And then they'd open up, and the guy was like a total knockoff of like President Clinton or whatever.
Yes!
It was like exactly what was going on in
Nothing
the world today.
It's like real life. It starts out with a white Bronco just speeding down.
His name isn't OJ, it's tomato juice.
It's AJ Washington. I always like when they, they have the celebrity and he's playing the bad guy or whatever. He's playing like the bad guy or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, he's a total knockoff of someone else. Because then you're like, that celebrity has to run into that person.
Yes.
Like he's got to be at a charity banquet and run into Clinton. He's like, so you were playing me in Law and Order? No. Playing Charles Clangton, a senator who got a little bit of oral under his desk.
And how lazy was the writing on that show? Every guest star did it.
Yeah.
Every guest star did it. Dean Cain on this episode. Ooh, what did Dane do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis turned out to be a homeless guy who actually witnessed the crime. You know?
True.
Yeah, they had him on for like three episodes or something like that.
Because he balloons in weight and they couldn't get wardrobes. So like, what a change. They didn't know if we got skinny Jerry or fat Jerry. Jerry. He's just going to play a homeless guy.
He needed the money. God bless him.
Yeah, man. Our Law and Orders would be great, though.
It would be.
Watch them.
I watch that. I watch the Mall Cop. That'd be good. That'd be awesome. We got a 737 by the pretzel.
Damn it! Somebody took
not again.
Yeah.
ATN.
Duke by ATNs. Yeah. Job never gets boring, does it, Johnson?
Never, Captain.
All right. Let's shoot a minority.
I got some very special birthdays I want to say, man. This particular comedian makes comedy sexy, and that's just me, man. I think a funny woman is an attractive woman. Happy 49th birthday to Tina Fey.
What's up, Tina Fey?
AKA female Scarface.
Yes.
She's got a scar, Mike. Jesus.
What? I'm just saying. She's got a scar?
Hey, Mike, you're harsh, man.
Yeah, man.
What? No one else noticed? What?
No.
I noticed. I thought it was sexy.
Yeah. Did I say anything negative about it? I just mentioned she has a scar. It made her a better person because all that bullying she got when she was a kid probably made her so funny.
AKA female Scarface.
Yeah.
The compliment. Hey, I noticed you had a scar on your face.
Yeah. Yeah. No, also, she's great. Yeah.
No, she's amazing. I'm a big fan of Tina Fey, man, and Amy Poehler. I just think she's crazy, and I like her crazy.
I had a huge Amy Poehler crush when, like, she was in
Parks
Blades
and
of Glory. No, Blades of
Glory.
Blades and
Glory, yes. Yeah. And her and the brother were like making out. Yeah, that was my thumbnail. But anyway, also Also,
always hoping that in the background, they're like, next time they make like mom and stepson porn, go the extra mile, take some pictures, hang them up in the background, really sell it to me, you know?
What's wrong, Timmy? Nothing, Mom. I just have this erection.
Well, let me see if I can help it. And that's basically, honestly, 99% of the dialogue in that kind of stuff.
Is it really?
Oh, don't you lie.
Brother, my computers are all monitored. I have no idea.
What's the last porn you think you watched?
There's this one guy.
He's like, this Tracy Lords girl is going to be huge.
No, it was a guy. His name was John Holmes.
It was a guy.
You guys ever heard of that dude?
Yeah, that's Pete Holmes' dad, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, also birthdays. George Strait is 67. That's right.
Oh, my ex is living Texas.
That's right. Everybody knows that song. Jack Johnson is 44. Reggie Jackson is 73.
Wow.
He's still alive, huh?
He is still alive. 73.
Because he was pre-steroids.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. Yeah.
He was back when they were like, eat a raw egg and drink a tomato juice.
Mm.
Not in the 80s when they were like, eat a raw egg, snort this line, and let me shoot this up in your butt.
And he was like, cool. That sounds dope.
Man.
Yeah. Oh my
McGuire,
gosh.
you know?
Spoiler alert.
Jose Canseco was so ripped on steroids. He looked like a He-Man action figure. Like,
he did.
I looked at Jose, like, you know, he couldn't wipe his own butt.
Like,
no,
his
arms were all on the side. He just had to hire somebody.
He was using the sticks.
Yeah.
Like little people.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jose.
Hey, you know, Mike Busey, side note, Mike Busey got so big once. He was like 400 pounds. This was like 2 years ago before he changed his life. And he couldn't wipe his butt, so he had to use a stick. And we were on the road, and everywhere he would go, I'd be seeing him snap these twigs off. And I'm like, what is he doing with them? He's like, got too fat, man. Got to use a stick and toilet paper. He lost 100 pounds. He's like 300 pounds now. He's doing great.
Bro,
he got 400 pounds big, man. He's 6'3", 6'4", so 300 on him is big, but it carries. But
brother, I got up. I'm 5'9". I got up to 350 pounds, but I never used the sticks. I never used the sticks.
I was at the Orleans Casino. I was at the Orleans Casino out in Vegas, and I was booked out there the same weekend that they had the Mr. Universe pageant. So I was like going, well, I won't be going to the pool this weekend, no doubt about that. But I'm in the elevator, and I'm after a show. I've had a couple of drinks. I'm hanging out with my feature. We get in the elevator, and there's like two big guys in there, and they just got the whole, jacked up muscles on muscles. I was drunk, so I looked. I'm like, hey, man, let me ask you, how you managed to wipe your ass? And my buddy starts laughing. He's like, with guys like you. And I was like, all right. Let me go grab a...
You should just bit your lip and look at him and be like, "Don't tease."
I don't have your prison survival skills.
That's hilarious.
Just rub his nipple. You won't.
Yeah.
You all talk.
Mike's like, "Don't threaten me with a good time."
Mm-hmm. Just call me Goldilocks, and I'm gonna be with 3 bears.
I've done that once or twice in my life, man. Oh,
man, the road is cold.
It is. It definitely is. Hey, guys, there's a very special holiday right now that I'm digging. It is National No Dirty Dishes Day. That's right.
What's that?
That's where you don't have any dirty dishes at your house, Mike, because it's National No Dirty Dishes Day because you use finger food.
Apparently, we're not celebrating this house because that sink is filled right now, man. That's crazy.
Actually, at the Yon house, it's no dirty dish every single day because it's called paper plates. Because I ain't watching the damn dishes.
Oh, really?
I could care less about the environment nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm literally like, I can't reuse this cup. I used it earlier.
Yep.
Throw it away.
I'm like, save the earth. That ain't my problem. It's my kids. Good luck.
Man.
I still got that bachelor lifestyle where if I make a sandwich, I make it on a napkin. I eat it over the napkin. Then I use the napkin to wipe my face. Bam, done.
You're done.
I use one cup all day. Even if I'm when I'm at the studios or working or something like that, I take a cup, I pour it, make my drink, then I wash it out and I put it upside down by the sink, like right there. That's where I know that's my cup. Nothing gets in my cup. But that's my cup because when I was growing up, man, my mom would be like, "Don't use all those cups."
That's right.
One cup.
That's right.
One
That's what your
cup.
mom would say. Get one cup. And don't get another one.
Yeah.
Put your name on it.
That's why the first thing when I saw 2 girls, 1 cup, I was like, good job, ladies. Good job. Then I watched it and I was like, great job, ladies.
Oh, that's a dirty cup though. Who's watching it? Who's watching it?
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man. Mike, I think you had a list of finger foods.
In honor of National No Dirty Dishes Day. They actually the National Today Data Science Team, so you know it's official, surveyed 1,000 Americans about their ideal finger foods, like foods they order when they want to just not deal with dishes. So what do you think tops the list with 24%?
I got it.
Pizza.
Yeah, I was gonna say pizza.
Yeah, no doubt there.
Wait, we know this.
Have you ever saw somebody when they take a slice of pizza and then put it on a plate and you're just like, why do we even do this?
Or when they eat it with a fork and knife, I'm like, get out of my house. Get the hell out of my house.
Let me tell you real quick. The only time I'll eat pizza with a fork is when I reheat pizza the next day and I like over reheat it and it's like stiff. And then I've been like, all right, because if I bite into it, it'll crumble everywhere.
Wait, let me go to the fat judges. They'll allow it. That's okay. Yeah.
You know, it took me years. Like I grew up, my first job was a pizza shop. Like I made the subs and the pasta in the back. I wanted to be a pizza man. I was 13. You know, back my mom managed
benefits from that career.
My mom managed the place, so I was able to work like, you know,
under the table.
Yeah, exactly. But it took me years to find a place around here that I actually like pizza-wise, because I'm not a big Papa John's or Domino's. Like in a pinch, okay, you got it, I'll eat it. But I always like the hand-tossed and everything else. You know who has great pizza and it's ridiculous the size of it? Have you guys been to Lazy Moon Pizza?
Yeah,
yes, we have.
Actually.
Oh, what? My God, dude. Yeah. My kids call that, they don't call it Lazy Moon. They go, can we go to the place where the pizza's as big as my head? Because the sizes of those slices are just gigantic, man. Have you seen the sizes of the pizza you can take to go? Yeah, like it doesn't fit out the door. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Mike, I asked to be buried in that pizza box when I die.
Really?
Yeah. It's going to take 5 of them.
You're going to need the Sicilian because you're a little thick.
Yeah, thicker.
If you're listening, Lazy Moon, we could talk about you a lot more if you paid us. And if any other pizza places listening, I would have interrupted Mike and said your pizza place was the best. I've never been there.
And you know what Lazy Moon got me doing that I've never done? Honey. Like they put out little bottles of honey on the crust.
Oh,
dude, Mike, I want all my years back where I was eating pizza wrong. You know,
Mike, get a pizza Bianca with ricotta cheese, garlic.
Oh yes,
and then pour a little honey on it. It's so good.
It sounds delicious. And that being said, I could always tell with a girl on the first date if she didn't fold her pizza, we weren't going to make it. You know, if she was one of those girls that just ate a slice by like, do you guys fold your pizza or no?
It depends, man. I get the little slice, no.
The little claw action, you know, you just it's not exactly folded, but you know what I mean.
It has to be hand tossed. You can't do it with like Papa John's or stuff like that. You know, that if someone folded Papa John's pizza, I'd be like, this girl's a nut.
So you remember, guys, you heard that from here. If you got a scar on you and you don't fold your pizza, old Mike Early says kick rocks.
Yeah, you might still have a shot. I ain't gonna lie.
Guys, don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're going to be getting advice for all the graduating class of 2020 from Uncle Miguel. We get right back here on Real Laughs. Welcome back, everybody. You guys are still tuned in to Real Laughs on 104.1. I'm your host, James John. I am joined in studio with Mike Hurley and Miguel Colon Jr. Are you guys still feeling pretty good?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Guys, funny. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that Donald has just released. And you know who I'm talking about when I say the Donald, POTUS himself, the Trumpster. That's right. Now, he's very proud the fact that he established a new armed force, the Space Force. You guys are familiar with that, right? Yeah. Don't laugh, Mike.
My only regret is I'm too old to serve. That's it.
All right. Well, one day,
Space
buddy.
Force has not like the Marine Corps has a hymn, the Army has that anthem. I hope Space Force has like an 80s theme song, or that it's like an anime theme song, like Space Force, Namaguchi Hasamami Maya, punch kick on the ball, Space Force. You know, like
now,
the guitar riff in the middle. It's a Space Force, and it's just at the end, it's just a giant Gundam standing there.
Yeah, Space Force. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm bringing this up only because they revealed what the flag, the logo is going to look like. And I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at it. It looks suspiciously identical to the Star Trek logo. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know which one was which for me. Honestly, I was like reading. I was like, Star. Okay.
Guys, if people listening at home, it literally has the same kind of triangle with something flying around it, and the words are in a circle around it. They're exactly the same. So somebody who's in the Space Force decided, you know what? I kind of like what those people did at Star Trek. I'm going to do the same damn thing. If it worked for Kirk, it'll work for us. Let's do
exactly what happened. It was 3:30 on a Friday, and they look. Let's just put the Star Trek logo. Get out of here! I'm trying to get to the beach. And they were like, Star Trek logo. Like Friday's early.
You know what they did? They're like, you know what? He won't even notice.
No.
He'll be happy as hell.
You know what's funny? When they posted that picture the other day on Twitter, George Takei came out, Sulu,
Yeah.
And he came out, he's like, so do we get royalties for this or what?
Donald thought he was a general in the Space Force. Like, why does he get extra pay?
I don't know why people are surprised. We have a TV star who became a president. Why wouldn't the Space Force be based off something he watched on TV?
I love Donald Trump because he's probably thinking that the captains that are going to be in Space Force are going to be like Kirk and just get ass all day.
Yeah.
Now I saw when they did the flag unfurling in the Oval Office, the presentation, and they actually already had some of the Space Force generals there with the patch on the side. And you gotta wonder, that guy spent, he's probably got a military background. And they're like, hey, guess what? You got a promotion after like 25 years. They're like, we're promoting you to, lead general. And they're like, finally, of the Space Force. And he's got to call and tell his wife that, and she's got to go to dinner parties.
I'm going to tell you how it actually happened. They were like, they're looking at all the generals in the Air Force, and they're like, this guy here is cheating on his wife. That's going to come out. I'm pretty sure this guy's a drunk. I know what we do. Let's shuffle him to Space Force. Like, O'Malley, wake up. He's like, with a bottle in his hand. You're commander of Space Force. Was that like a morning thing? Or can I do that like in the afternoon? You do whatever you want, kid. We're not going to go to war in space. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Who are we fighting in space?
Oh, my God. Who aren't we? I mean, you got the Borg. They're a problem. It depends on what year the Klingons.
James, the only reason we haven't had wars in space is by luck alone right now, okay?
Yeah,
it's time we get manned and get up there.
Donald Trump was like, I want to fight all the aliens. Illegal and space ones.
So right now they're still debating where they're going to put the Space Force headquarters, and they're talking like Arizona and stuff like that. I'm like, wouldn't it be in space? Shouldn't that be like, we should be on the moon? We should have a lunar type of base up there.
To Donald Trump, Arizona, to be fair, is like space because he's never gone to both of those. So he's like, yeah, put it there. It's fine.
He's basically like, we got to get the space Mexicans to pay for this.
Pretty much.
You know what's funny? This isn't the first time Space Force is catching some flack. I guess about 2 months ago, they showed some of their, personnel, and they were all wearing green camouflage, which I don't know how well green camouflage is going to do against the backdrop of the moon. But that's what they want to put. Look, that's what they want to send people into space.
Look, this is their theory. They're like, look, they're sitting there at a budget meeting. We're not actually going to do anything, right?
Right.
So, do we got to make uniforms, or can I just go ahead and use my olive greens? Like, I don't. What's my Space Force uniform going to look like? Black and silent. No. Give me some Marpat. We'll call it a day. I mean, technically, the Navy has that. The Navy has that blue camouflage, and I'm like, do you really want to be camouflaged if you fall off a boat? Like, is that what you? Like, where is he?
Good point.
I don't know.
Good point.
See that's screaming. No, I don't want to be found.
I don't think Donald Trump's really taking this whole Space Force seriously because he keeps referring to the new space station as the PlayStation 5. Like, I don't really think he knows what the hell's really going on, man. So I don't trust anything they do.
I don't know. Like, are we going to war with aliens or other people who go to space? Like, that's
other people that go to space.
Okay, so I mean, Russia can barely get back home when they get up there.
Exactly. Like, they don't. They don't go get them. They leave them there.
Do you know? I'm looking right now. The mission, functions, and duties of Space Force, the U.S. Space Force.
Take names.
Not far off, man. The number one mission of the Space Force is space superiority, which just comes across.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
If I see a Space Force person with a tiki torch, you know what's up. Come on, man.
Listen.
I feel like that this is like a Mad Lib where you can replace that space part of superiority with any word that pops into your mind.
You just take out 2 letters and change a third.
The functions of Space Force are to provide freedom of operation for the United States in, from, and to space, and to provide prompt and sustained space operations. And that the duties are to protect the interests of the United States in space, deter aggression in, from, and to space, and conduct space operations, which is very vague, actually.
And to stop the Decepticons. I don't know if you've seen any of the movies, but they could be here now.
Yes, true.
But I think I actually, when you tell me, should we start doing more space exploration? Should the military dedicate time to space? All of that I'm with, because I understand that space is going to provide a frontier of war, be it satellites, drone technology, everything. Did we need an entirely new branch to do this? No. The Air Force has already been doing all of our space, anything space military-wise for the longest.
Now, here's my issue. About 8 years ago, this wasn't even Trump. It was during the Obama administration. We cut a big NASA budget.
Yeah.
You know? And basically, that's when a lot of the space exploration went privatized, you know, and you had Elon Musk and stuff like that.
Elon Musk says thank you.
Yeah. So my thing is like, okay, so we took money away from people who were already the people that got us to the moon and got us apart. And now we're just going to go, no, we want a military branch and we're going to dump tons of millions of dollars into unproven tech here. Why wasn't this just something that was handed over to the Air Force in collaboration with NASA? We're going to be spending the money anyway.
Because, Mike, you're thinking logically, and that's not
I'm
American.
sorry. I don't know.
That's not American. Okay?
Not enough to drink yet tonight.
And that's important to bring up, though, to anybody who's like, I mean, because we got to remember, it was the Obama administration that cut NASA. You know, like that. I mean, like all the time, you know, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump's policies, but I want to dump everything on his door. It was the Obama administration, because I remember being like, what are you doing?
It hit home pretty specifically for me. My dad worked for a company called Pratt & Whitney for several years, and they built the rockets and everything for the space shuttles. So when that happened, like I heard about it a lot in the house, you know, it was one of those taking money out of our pockets type thing.
When the Obama administration cut it, I immediately text Jay-Z and I said, talk to your boy.
Yeah.
He's tripping.
Yeah,
he's tripping.
That's the other thing. Living this close to, you know, Kennedy Space Center, I think we all know people. I know at least one comedian friend of ours who lost his job at NASA due to budget cuts. I was doing a gig out at the Grouchos out in Cocoa Beach right when it came down that they were shutting down.
Coast.
Oh, man. Talk about a tough room to get a laugh in. These people all got unemployed that day. And I just remember doing like, you guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. One more day till you're all unemployed. How about that?
Oh, man. There was a very funny joke. Shout out to Dougie Alameda. He had a funny joke. He goes, where's all these? Yeah, I'm not. This is a good one. He actually said, where are all these guys going to work that get fired from NASA? Like all these guys that worked for the space shuttle launching. He goes, they're going to get jobs, what? Selling shoes like Al Bundy? A woman's going to come in and she's going to be like, hey, can I get this in a size 10? He's like, yes. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Now, hold up, James. You were talking about this funny joke.
Oh, you bastard.
Can you get to that? Yeah.
That was, in James's defense, that was the best that joke's ever been told.
Absolutely. Not funny. Now, before we go, I wanted to do something for all the graduating class out there who can't actually walk because, you know, COVID-19 got us quarantined and nobody can get together. But I wanted to give them something. I wanted Miguel to talk to the people out there. Give the graduating class some real world advice, Miguel. Something that their teachers couldn't give them, their parents won't give them, and their principal surely didn't tell them.
Well, look, first of all, Space Force. If you're going to join any branch of the military, Space Force. Because I doubt there's ever going to be, let's say, an IED in space. Like, you know, like, so if you're looking to join in the military after high school, a lot of kids are going to be looking to join the military in high school. That's something a lot of people do. They don't know what they want to do. They want to get paid with college. They want to serve their country. You need to look at all the branches and why first. So first of all, if you don't want to do anything and you don't want to risk your life at all, Space Force.
Yeah.
That's the first one to go to.
There you go.
How happy do you think the Coast Guard are right now that they're not the biggest joke in the military? Now they get to sit at the table with the Air Force and be like, Space Force, am I right?
They're at the table with the Air Force talking about the Space Force, and the Marines and the Army are still looking at them like, what do these guys do?
Yeah, we might be puddle jumpers, but hey, we're not space pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
Space pirates.
And the Navy are another kind of pirates.
Oh,
ahoy.
Ahoy,
look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
So do your check. Space Force, kid. You want to do the military? That's where they'll help you pay for college. Nobody knows what you do. You're going to keep both your legs. It's good. You want to get you're smart enough. You're smart enough, and you want to kind of roll in there and get a good trade afterwards. Go ahead. Do the Air Force, kid. You want to see the world? You do the Navy. You want to look really cool in a uniform and not be able to get a job afterwards because you were infantry, even though you signed up to be a radio tech? Marines. You know?
Want to come home with a problem?
Yeah. If you don't like the way you sleep now, go Rangers because they're gonna have some problems sleeping. They'll night terrors.
True.
Also, don't pay attention to anything anyone's teaching you in math after you learn basic algebra in school, kids. After basic algebra, you're not gonna need to learn anything else in math.
Nope.
What was it, Mike?
And all military aside, if you're not going the military route, now's a great opportunity. Like, I know the downsides of the pandemic, but look around and see who's still making money when the world falls apart. And maybe that's one of the jobs you want to pursue, you know, for the next time everything comes crashing down. So you don't have to wait 2 months for Florida unemployment to kick in, you know?
Yeah.
Woo! Preach, brother.
Hey, another one, kids, the last one that's just most important. All the social skills you learned in high school are actually probably twice as important as all the information you learned in high school. All right. So figure out how to use the social skills you use to be somebody people want to be around, and then figure out how to use the things you learned to convince them you can do the job. But when it comes to two people that have similar qualifications, everybody wants to hire the person they want to be around.
That's
not
right.
The person who's the smartest.
It's not the smartest. It's definitely who you know.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
but I don't know how it's going to work in Space Force. There you go.
I don't know. I don't know how it's
learn
going to
a
work.
foreign language. Learn to speak Lorkbug.
And nepotism is not a bad thing. I'm just going to put that out there as well. Yeah. If your dad owns something, go work for him.
Yeah.
Guys, don't go anywhere when we get back. We're going to have more hilarity right here on Real Laughs 104.1. Welcome back, everybody. You're still listening to Real Laughs on 104.1. I'm your host, James Eon. We're having a great night tonight. I'm joined in my own little studio. That's right. We love you. With Mike Hurley and Miguel Colon Jr.
It's like a studio in our hearts.
It is, man. That's right.
Listen to your heart.
Turn on your heart light. That's right, man. Now,
I've got a heart on right now.
Oh, nice. Let me see it. Okay, anyway.
It's coming up.
Uncle Miguel gave you guys some great advice to all the graduating class of 2020, what to do, what really matters. And it's not what everybody was thinking. Thank you for that, Miguel. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the reopening of Florida. We're about to do phase 2 coming up here. But right now, I want to talk to you what some restaurants are doing that are reopening around the country. I mean, South Carolina, I believe that's your old stomping ground, Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want it to be weird that a lot of the tables are empty, so they're using blow-up dolls and mannequins in place of real people, so it won't feel so awkward.
I like it because everybody looks like they're surprised. All the blow-up dolls look like they're surprised at their meal. And they're just mouth open like, oh.
I like it because if you're on a date and she doesn't put out, well, you always have another alternative.
It's South Carolina, so they were just like, we're hoping that a lot of black people don't come. So let's just fill up this like, sorry, I'm so sorry. We got a blow-up doll there. We can't serve you. If you want to use the back.
You know, they did an interview with the woman who opened up the restaurant in South Carolina that was doing the blow-up dolls. And she said, well, I didn't want to use like scary yellow tape and scare people with with caution tape. So she felt she was very clear in the interview that she ordered the G-rated kind of blow-up doll from Amazon. She wasn't going, she wanted to keep it classy.
You know? I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
The mouth,
What's the G
the mouth
rated
isn't
one?
open. You gotta open.
force your way in.
You got to work for it. Yeah.
That blow-up doll has tear ducts.
I think what makes a G-ray is the location of the fill spout where you blow into. Like that's.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
What about the blowout spout?
And then, that's just one thing that restaurants are doing. There's actually a cafe in Germany, and I kind of like this. They open back up, but to help remind their patrons to keep the distance, they actually hand out hats when you come in, and they put pool noodles on top of them. So it kind of makes like curb feelers from like a 1970s Cadillac. Like you can't.
That's what I want, a hat that's been worn by some other people on my head so I could get COVID-19 and lice.
Yeah, well, you see in the corner there that big Lysol bottle. So it looks like they spray the hats when you turn it in. But is this how hard pressed people are to get back out and get social again? That they're willing to do things like eat with blow up dolls or wear pool noodles on your head in public.
The things the Germans are willing to do if everyone else is doing them.
Have you seen their thumbnails, Mike? It's worse than the two girls in a cup. It's
historically, Mike. The German people get real riled up on something and you can't stop it. Okay? Let's just hope it stays there.
Yeah, well, that happens in Germany. But did you see that? I saw like a week ago in one grocery store, they caught someone wearing a Klan hood while he was shopping. And he was saying that it was his protective face mask or something. And since then, there's been like 2 more cases of people just walking around with Klan hoods in grocery stores, which I'm not sure if those are medically approved or not.
I love it because all I say is no matter what they buy, I DM. Just like, hey, sir, okay, cool. You want to buy this banana? I'm just going to need to see your ID and make sure you're 21 and get your name and address.
Sir, you can't have that tiki torch on in the store. Put it outside with the rest of them. That's insane, man. But it's funny because this happened in where, Mike? What state did this happen when the guy was wearing the hoods?
Oh, the Klan hood? I think that was somewhere in South Carolina.
Yeah, of course.
Makes a lot of sense. Oh, man, like gentlemen. Yeah, man. Yeah. Southern Georgia, all those places, man. Why would you not wear your hood out?
God, probably at the White House.
Well,
cafe.
This isn't my fault, guys. I tried to order them on Amazon. They were sold out of those. And for some reason, the non-sexy blow-up dolls I usually get. And then, this is what I had in my car at the time. I know it's not one of those 95 masks, but it's the best I can do. I just don't want to infect my family.
And turns out it was a hate all people 62. I can't locate the buyer, so I'm just going to have to wear it.
Yeah.
That old nut.
Fun fact, too. Egyptian cotton, not allowed in the Klan. Who knew?
Only good old Georgia cotton. Imagine that, too. I want the best thread count. Like, if I'm going to be wearing, because I wore that little MK95 mask and I couldn't breathe. So if I'm wearing a whole dunce cap outfit, I'm going to be like, man, what can we do here, guys? Like,
so have you guys, like, I haven't actually been out and about. Have you guys seen, or have you been out to any restaurants, or have you seen any other changes and anything different when you go out now that you're seeing?
Yeah. Oh, I have. Both of us, I think.
The masks in restaurants for all the servers, and arrows stating which way you come in and which way you go out. Like the emergency exit is now the exit in a lot of places that you go out. The menu is like a kid's menu. It's paper and it gets destroyed right after you. If you get a refill, they bring you another cup. They don't. It's basically like the buffet style where you get, which I hate. Which I understand why they do it, but I hate it because I'll have like 3 drinks when I'm out.
Me too.
I'll kill soda and lemonade, and they leave them there like an elephant burial ground of how fat I am. They're like that. Oh, and then I went to a breakfast. I forgot. I went to a breakfast place. I stayed over at the beach a couple days ago, and I went to a breakfast place, and they give you the syrup in little packets, the ketchup in little packets, everything like that.
Yeah. I actually went to McDonald's, and they're going to make some real drastic changes for all their employees now. I don't know if you guys heard.
They're going to start wearing gloves?
No. They're going to actually
pay them?
No. They're going to start
wash their hands now.
Yes.
Only 3 gold teeth allowed.
Yes. Platinum's not go. No go. No platinum. All gold.
Take your manager stripes away.
It's true. It's like, oh, dog. And he like crip walked away. But no. At the McDonald's, what they're famous for is you can refill your cup yourself at that remix station. They're taking all those out because they're not going to be considered sanitary now. So you're going to have to ask for a refill like back in the day.
The Coca-Cola freestyle machine is leaving?
Yes.
Wow, those just got
Yes.
popular like within the past 5-6
That
years.
was like our
too.
greatest scientific contribution since we cured polio.
And I hated it. I hated it.
Mike, that's
So
why you're such a hater.
they would
You
put
hate
they would
the
put
Coca-Cola
two of them in.
freestyle.
They would put two of them in, and everybody would walk up like they were a blind man using an ATM. The guy, how many times have you had to teach someone how to use that thing just so you could get to it and get your drink?
Mike, you got to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally box them out defensive style.
Yes.
When somebody can't come in there, you slide in and push them out.
Mike, they gotta
just clap like, good, we're moving.
Brother, they got a bad hip. They old anyway, man.
You know, and you wonder why there's so many fast food beatdowns on World Star. It's people like you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't wonder. I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'd say my all-time. There's a woman that got in a fight at McDonald's, I think, last year, and she was arguing with the woman. She threw her food back at the clerk, so the clerk picked up a blender and hit the woman in the face with a blender. Did you guys see that one? That one wasn't bad. Like, she's getting facial reconstruction, not the worst. I saw a guy that was working for McDonald's. Some girl customer was talking trash to him. She hopped over to smack him. He pulled out the long wired thing that you use to clean the oil. And started whipping. Whipping, and it turned out he had just got out of jail like a month earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now the customer hopped over the counter, and the McDonald's guy
to go after the guy.
It was a female customer. She started yelling at him, putting fingers in face, and he was just doing and then she hopped over to like attack him, and that's why he's like, nope, pulled out the big cleaning thing and just went off.
She got a big ass whooping. You know,
he beat her like Miss Celie in The Color Purple. Two women actually jumped across the counter, and he whooped both their asses.
And then the woman who threw something at the other person, and the person threw a blender at him. I'm gonna say this: you chose how the fight was happening. So using stuff around us. You chose better because I got more stuff around me.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though, Miguel. That's why you can never get a McFlurry. The machine's always broken because they throw it. That's the problem. That's the problem, man.
It's funny. Busey bought an ice cream machine, like a McDonald's McFlurry machine, and we have it in the house. Yeah, and there's this little O-ring that goes on it that breaks all the time. And we were all like, holy crap, they have not been lying. Like,
no,
because like every couple of weeks, like, damn, the O-ring's broken. We're like, they've been telling the truth the whole time.
First off, the fact that he has a McFlurry machine, I just want him to know that he is living my dream, Miguel, and I love him.
He turned the kitchen into a 7-Eleven. We've got McFlurry machines, Slurpee machines, hot dogs, nachos, and then there's all these vending machines with pizzas and little quick ovens. I fought tooth and nail because we spent thousands of dollars on this stuff. And I was like, I don't want a $15,000 vending machine. But now
it's dope.
I'm just gonna make a little McFlurry with my toppings, gonna heat up the quesadilla.
Oh my god. Now is the vending machine free, or you guys still gotta put money in?
No, but I got a key, you know. It definitely costs money, but I got a key.
Miguel's the manager. I need a key.
Yeah, I'm like, I got a key to the vending machine. And then what I do is anytime I open it and somebody's looking at me, I'm always like, yo, you want something? Because I always have a motto. It's better to have an accomplice than a witness. You know?
You get in trouble. You get your hands dirty like me. Yeah, that's why you won't stand.
Soda. We're in this together. We're thieves.
That's right.
Remember that.
By the way, hide this gun. What?
Yo, blood in, blood out. Yo, you in now.
He's like, I don't even know what you did. I know.
Yeah.
God. So what other fun things, y'all? I've always wanted to go to the Sausage Castle, but we both know I will never be able to do that.
My Sausage Castle t-shirt.
Brother, what other fun things y'all have there, man? You got your own 7-Eleven. You have what do they call exotic dancer poles?
Yeah. We've got 4 10,000 square foot warehouses. One of them is a fun house that has a mechanical bowls, bounce houses, a pool inside of it, axe throwing station, archery, and then it's got a whole photo. So, you know your studio at the Lowdown?
Yeah.
Inside this thing, we've got like 4 of those. And then backups. That's why I do want you to come though, James. You're going to have to come because we need to go do our photos there. Because you don't have to go anywhere else but the funhouse. There's a back gate. I'll take you in.
Gotcha.
But
I will need to be like the president. I will need to be escorted there. Then escorted right out.
I'll have some girls bring you right in.
Oh, thanks.
Mike's got shameless plug. Go check out MikeBusey.com/members, and you can become a member and come check the house out.
Okay.
He's got 2 lakes on property. One of them's turned into like a KOA campground. So there's 36 campsites around the lake with their own little fire pits, grills, electrical outlet hookups. And this way, when we have the members weekends, we'll have about 500 people come camp there. And so what we do is when you come to sign into the members weekend, you've signed up a week ahead of time that you're a member. And if you're a member, you pay $33 a month to watch all his content, go to any of his shows that he's doing. But also every month we would have a members weekend, and we'd have about 500 people stay on the campground for 3 days. And it's all your food, your alcohol, and entertainment. We'll have wrestling, boxing, and then we had Juicy J, man. We had Juicy J come out.
Juicy J.
Yeah, we've had Tyler. We had Tyler Yahweh. He's staying there right now. Post Malone's been there. Like, you come for members weekend, everything is scheduled like a giant summer camp. So at 10:30 there's a sack race. At 11 o'clock there's leapfrog around the lake. There's drunken Olympics. There's everything set up. And so you come and you party. And then we have a racetrack that's set up for go-karts. You come ride that. Yeah, I mean,
bro, this sounds not even joking. This sounds amazing. Like, we would have a damn good time if we go there.
Everybody who's ever come in, like Shaq comes over there. Shaq digs it, man.
Damn. He's like, thank you, Miguel, for letting me come over here.
Bro, he was on FaceTime with Mike, and I was like, that's how James does Shaq. Like, that's exactly James' Shaq impression.
That's why I want to talk to you and just say thank you. I was just trying to get him out. Yeah.
That's exactly it. You nailed it.
That's how he talks, man. Yeah, bro. I love that brother, man. Well, at this point, guys, we usually ask each other where we're going to be doing comedy. You guys aren't doing comedy this weekend, are you?
I am actually doing a show.
What are you doing a show at, brother?
The same show we all talked about. I'm doing a show at the Vasani's.
Port Charlotte.
And I'll tell you this, I'm happy to be there, but I definitely got okey-doked.
Yeah, you did. Make sure you guys go see Miguel this weekend in Port Charlotte at Vasani's.
Wednesday through
Great
Saturday.
place. On behalf of Mike Curley, Miguel Cologne Jr., and myself, James John, thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.